Sjt. Sjt VR and Sjt. Mastery and Drill Pack. Print. Version. September 23, 2025. Owner. Sjt. Share. Use. Print front back. Keep next to keyboard during mocks. No fluff. Original directives. Verbatim. Verbal reasoning. VR. Question types. Complete. True false can't tell. TFCT. Inference implication. Author's opinion attitude tone. Detail retrieval sourcing. Main idea purpose theme. Vocabulary and context meaning. Implied meaning paraphrase match. Negative stems. Not except least. Comparative superlative. Cause effect. Data numeric in text. Fact versus opinion. You could see case core answering techniques. Operational loss. VR is a logic hunt. Passage only. 0 outside knowledge pace law. NEQ. 30 -40s answer flag move. Accuracy over ego. Evidence only discipline. TFCT backbone. True only if the entire statement is explicitly supported. False only if explicitly contradicted. Can't tell if any link is missing even if likely. Distractor control. Kill extremes. Always never. Out of scope. Reversals. Half-true paraphrases. Exaggerated claims. Maintain a synonym trap bank. Ask does this mean the same as the line? Keyword anchoring and mapping. Pre-write 1-3 anchors. Names dates unique terms. Scan lines. Don't read top to bottom unless forced. For multi-paragraph sets. Tag pararoles. Definition example contrast data. To locate answers faster. Negative stems. Underline not except least. Invert the selection rule. Recheck each option under reversed logic. Techniques by Q type. Inference implication. Must be a necessary consequence of explicit lines. No new facts. Author attitude tone. Read modal verbs adverbs. Intensity must match the passage. Avoid overstating. Detail sourcing. Anchor scan verify exact phrase figure eliminate near matches. Main idea purpose. Use pararole map. Select the option that best spans all paragraphs. Not a detail. Vocab in context. Substitute each option into the sentence. Pick the meaning that keeps author's intent. Comparative supers. Check the compared set and scope. Ensure the passage actually supports the ordering. Cause effect. Demand explicit causal link. If only correlation is present. Reject. Fact versus opinion. Facts are verifiable statements in the text. Opinions are value-laden or speculative. Drills. Direct use. Meta-strategy rotation. Read all questions first hybrid. With a daily log. CTRL plus FI sniper digital manual I scan. Anchor stack. Write anchors before scanning. Paragraph role mapping. Mark fact example contrast data. Trap word spotting. Always never may must. High-speed scheme plus flashback. 1-min scheme. If stuck at 45s. Flashback to anchors. Time triage and flag move. Strict 30-40s rule. Buffer for flagged. Situational judgment. SJT. Core framework. Use on every scenario. GMC domains. Knowledge skills performance. Safety and quality. Communication partnership teamwork. Maintaining trust. Ethics. Beneficence. Non-maleficence. Autonomy. Justice. Duty of candor. Safeguarding. Can override confidentiality. Decision tree. Safety risk escalate. Consent capacity issue check document escalate. Confidentiality uphold unless safeguarding. Team communication breakdown address. Escalate if harm risk. UCAT response formats and rubric. Appropriateness. 4-point. Very appropriate but not ideal inappropriate but not awful very inappropriate. Importance. 4-point. Very important of minor importance not important at all. Response tiering overlay. Green. Best practice proactive. Amber. Needs addressing. Red. Unsafe unprofessional. Escalate. Answering techniques. Apply consistently. Safety first. Anything endangering patients immediate escalation to the correct senior. Do not delay. Work within remit. Act within competence. Seek help if unsure. Never guess clinical information. Confidentiality and consent capacity. Maintain privacy. Check capacity. Share on a need talk now basis. Safeguarding overrides if risk. Professional communication. Be honest. Respectful. Supportive. Address issues privately where possible. Document appropriately. Duty of candor. When errors occur. Be open. Apologize. Explain. Escalate if harm recurrence risk. Proportional escalation. Hierarchy ladder. Address directly escalate to immediate senior formal reporting if repeated serious. Scenario patterns. How to rate. Impaired colleague. e.g., alcohol at work. Best. Take them aside. Remove from patient care. Escalate as needed. Protect safety. Poor. Ignore. Cover for them. Information you're not authorized to give. Best. Explain limits. Signpost escalate to appropriate person. Poor. Guess to reassure. Walk away. Errors in notes. Best. Flag to colleague. Help correct. Escalate if repeated dangerous. Avoid solo silent edits. Unprofessional behavior. Public admonishment. Best. Address privately after. Escalate if repeated serious. Do not ignore. Drills. Direct use. SJT. Flag and escalate drill. Identify the exact escalation ladder plus who to inform. Justify each step with GMC mapping. Role limit drill. State if within competence. If not, safe refusal plus escalation script. Red flag spotting drill. Rapid classify options as red, amber, green and name the breached principal. Documentation drill. Specify what where to document and who is informed. Persona flip drill. Replay scenario from junior peer senior patient and adjust action. Hierarchy ladder drill. Map the escalation path for ambiguous reporting lines. Trap frequency drill. Label cognitive traps. Hero bias. Collusion. Delay. Per option 2. Cross-section execution. Applies to all 3. Question deconstruction. Identify type, extract explicit facts, map logic, eliminate irrelevant lines. Distractor elimination. Reread options postwork. Watch reversals and near matches. Timing discipline. Strict time boxes. Simulate worst case pressure. Backsolve every miss. VR. Expanded techniques and reading speed system. Additional techniques. Beyond the CK1 pager. Question first plus keyword extraction. Read stem. S. First. Lift 1-3 anchors. Proper nouns. Dates. Technical terms. Comma scheme for structure. First last sentence of each paragraph to map role. Definition, example, contrast, data, conclusion. Trap word frequency awareness. Absolutes. Always, never, only, must. Versus mitigators. May, often, usually. Absolutes demand total support. Sentence triangulation. When you find a keyword, read the sentence before and after. Prevents partial-line traps. Synonym parity check. Similar words are not identical. Check denotation plus connotation before accepting a paraphrase. Comma educated guess protocol. If stuck at 35/40s, eliminate extremes out of scope. Pick from remaining moderate options. Flag. Move. Reading speed training. With accuracy guardrails. Comma stop subvocalizing. Occupy inner voice. Count breaths lightly. While eyes track. Practice on 150 to 150 word passages. Line guide. Finger pen cursor to maintain saccade rhythm. Comma chunking by meaning. Read in phrase units. Not word by word. Peripheral sweep. Broaden fixation window to capture 2-3 words either side of focus. VR speed benchmarks. Comma 200 word passage, read 45s. Answer 4Q 120s. Target 245 total with 90% accuracy. Per question mean. 30-35s across a block. VR micro drills. 5-minute blocks. Drill composition target. TFCT 44 TFCTQ. Include 1 absolute award trap 5 o'clock total. 115Q. Detail 2 neg stem 2 inference 3 vocab 2 detail retrieval. Exact phrase number. 2 not accept least 3 implication Q 2 vocabing context. 1 o'clock total 1 o'clock total 2:30 total 1 o'clock total 3. VR extended blocks. Mixed 16. 4 passages x4q. Must include 1 negative stem, 1 inference, 1 paraphrase, 1 comparative 20 hours. Switching ladder. Alternate 2 TFCT plus 2 RC and 3 o'clock. Trains mode switching. VR. Dense grid. Techniques plus shortcuts plus drills. Question type. TFCT. Reading comprehension. Inference implication. Author attitude tone. Detail retrieval. Main idea purpose. Vocab in context. Implied paraphrase match. Subtype common forms. Explicit fact check. Contradiction check. Info missing CT necessary consequence only. No new facts. Bias. Stance. Intensity. Fact figure lookup. Passage wide. Meaning of word. Restatement accuracy. Techniques. Attached. Evidentially. True equals fully supported. False equals directly contradicted. Can't tell equals any missing link. Trap words. Sentence triangulation. Synonym parity. Anchor scan must this follow. Dot. Kill over strong options. Modal verbs adverbs. Match intensity. Avoid overstatement. Keyword scan verify exact. Eliminate near matches. First last sentence per para. Pick options spanning all paras. Substitute options into sentence. Preserve author intent. Compare denotation plus connotation. Sentence triangulation. Shortcuts ops. Alt plus NPF nav. Right-click strike through. Highlight anchors. Highlight modals. May must never. Flag if unsure decide 40s. Strike through partial matches. Highlight overall primarily purpose. Highlight target word. Highlight synonyms. Drills for TFCT. 5 o'clock. 12. TFCT. 3 passages 10 o'clock. 3Q 2:30. 2Q 1:30. 3Q 1:30. 2Q 1 o'clock. 2Q 1 o'clock. 3Q 2 o'clock. 4. Question type. Negative stems. Comparative superlative. Cause effect. Data numeric. Fact versus opinion. Subtype common forms. Not except least. More less. Best worst. Causality versus correlation. Dates. Stats. Units. Verifiable versus value. Techniques. Attached. Underline negator. Invert rule. Test each option. Confirm compared set scope. No extrapolation. Demand explicit causal link. Reject mere association. Anchor numeric. Verify units. Beware swapped figures. Facts equals data defined. Opinions equals modal subjective. Shortcuts ops. Highlight negator in stem. Strike out off scope. Highlight because led to therefore. Highlight numbers only. Highlight modal words. Drills 2Q 1 o'clock. 2Q 1:30. 2Q 1 o'clock. 3Q 2 o'clock. 2Q 1 o'clock. SJT. Expanded techniques and calibration. Nuance beyond the core sheet. Scoring calibration. Very appropriate equals proactive. Addresses core risk. Aligned with GMC. Appropriate but not ideal equals acceptable but lacks proactivity or full safeguarding. Inappropriate equals misses standard but not unsafe. Very inappropriate equals unsafe unprofessional. Context sensitivity. Ward versus clinic versus community changes escalation speed and pathway. Read setting first. Principal priority. Safety. Consent capacity confidentiality. Unless safeguarding. Teamwork communication. Convenience. Do not over-infer. Stay scenario bound. If capacity not mentioned. Do not assume incapacity. Importance questions. Rate by risk magnitude x immediacy x reversibility. SJT micro drills. 5-minute blocks. Drill. Most least. Red flag. Roll limit. Composition 1 scenario plus 4 options pick most and least. Order middle 2-3 options classify red amber green. Name breached GMC domain. For 2 options. State if within remit. Draft safe refusal plus escalation. Target 5 o'clock total 1:30. 2:30. 5. Drill. Importance heat map. Composition 1 scenario plus 4 factors rate 6/IMNI with 1 line justification each. Target 5 o'clock. SJT extended blocks. 4x4 appropriateness. 4 scenarios x4 options. Rate each on 4-point scale plus 1 line justification 1500 hours. Importance x3. 3 scenarios x4 factors. Full rating with justifications 1500 hours. Hierarchy ladder. For ambiguous reporting lines. Right address immediate senior formal route pathway 2 o'clock scenario. SJT dense grid. Techniques plus shortcuts plus drills. Question type. Appropriateness. Importance. Common patterns. Subtype patterns. Most least. 4-point rating. Very important minor not. Impaired colleague. Confidentiality versus safeguarding. Unauthorized info. Notes errors. Unprofessional behavior. Techniques. Attached. Apply GMC domains. Safety first. Work within remit. Confidentiality. Duty of candor. Proportional escalation. Rate by risk magnitude x immediacy x reversibility. Dignity and autonomy weightage. Impaired. Remove from care. Escalate. Confidentiality. Explain limits. Signpost. Notes. Flag anchor act. Escalate if repeated. Unprofessional. Address privately. Escalate if persistent. Shortcuts ops. Alt plus NPF. Strike through extremes. Highlight risk words. Highlight urgent important cues. GMC checklist per option. Drills 1 scenario. 4 ops 5 o'clock. 4 scenarios 1500 hours. 1 scenario. 4 factors 5 o'clock. 3 scenarios. 1500 hours. Classify 3 options RAG 130. Timing and navigation overlay. Pearson VUE UCUT. Navigation. Alt plus N. Next. Alt plus P. Previous. Alt plus F. flag, Alt plus R, review, Alt plus E, end, comma calculator, Alt plus T, if provided, or Alt plus C, center variant, confirm on test day splash screen, answer control, right click strike through, click drag to highlight text, comma discipline, if a queue crosses 40s, pick best, flag, move, ego off, momentum on 6, hourly execution loop, VR plus SJT1, warm start, 3 to 5 minutes, 1 VR micro drill plus 1 SJT micro drill, 2, core block, 20 to 25 minutes, VR mixed 16 or SJT4x4, 3, audit, 5 minutes, mark traps hit, right 1 correction per miss, CK mapping 4, reset, 2 minutes, breathing plus posture, recommit to 30/40s pace law, keep a single tally sheet, type error CK reference fix retest result, print layout note, print this document duplex, suggested, front, VR, dense grid plus timing overlay, comma back, SJT dense grid plus micro drills, keep a blank half page at end for personal anchors and read flag catalog, end of pack 7.